My name is Braylee Carpenter, and I'm doing a commemorative speech. For this speech, we had to pay a tribute to someone that we know. Tough times never last, but tough people do. That quote by Robert Schuller is vividly brought to life in the story of one particular person I know in my life. I would like to share with you someone in my life who has influenced me greatly. My older sister, Braylee Carpenter, my best friend in the whole world. She has been my mentor and greatest blessing growing up. My sister can be boldly described as a strong person in so many ways. In my opinion, having strength means you can get through anything. Brianna would define strength as being strong and finding a way to get through anything, as well as being your dedication. She has had many rough patches throughout her life and has had to keep pushing through them. If my sister hadn't been such a strong influence in my life, I would not be as strong as I am today. Brianna and I were the only children for a few years. Our childhood was rough because we had to grow up with our parents separated. We had each other by our sides the whole time. Even though we did not always get along, we were both there for each other. Of course, she was the oldest, so she had to watch me grow up. After a few years, we ended up being gifted two younger sisters. Brianna had to be the role model for all of us. In the past, we always fought and never got along with each other. Now that we're older, we do mostly everything together. Her greatest achievement was graduating radiology school from Washington State Community College. She has struggled recently due to COVID and her pregnancy. She first found out she was pregnant, all while COVID cases were increasing. She has been strong her whole life. During her pregnancy, she was always fearful that she would get COVID. COVID was scary for everyone, especially for pregnant people. Of course, later on in her pregnancy, she got COVID. My family and I were all scared. Brianna was scared as well, but did everything she could do to protect herself and get better. She stayed strong the whole time for herself and her baby. Brianna showed a lot of courage and strength during this time in her life. She showed to me that no matter how scary life is, to always stay strong. Brianna gave birth in January 2022. She had no complications during her pregnancy. The baby was healthy and everything was normal. On January 31st, she went in to be induced. Her original due date was February 1st. That morning, she got induced and everything was good. She started dilating and she thought she was about to give a normal birth. The baby had other plans. After a few hours, the doctors came in and said that she needed an emergency C-section. Brianna was scared. I was away at a basketball game and could not keep up with anything. I was worried. Brianna was not expecting a C-section. She was expecting a natural delivery. Brianna had to stay strong and push through a C-section. Brianna ended up giving birth on January 31st. The whole time, Brianna was nervous because she never had to do anything like this in her life. She stayed strong and birthed a beautiful baby. After giving birth, Brianna was in a lot of pain. She felt useless because she couldn't do anything. She said she could barely move around without having any excruciating pain. Since having a C-section, doing motherly duties was hard. She felt very upset and bad because she could not do anything. Her C-section healing took about 6 weeks. Although the beginning was very hard, she healed up quickly and stayed positive the whole time. All while being in pain, she had to do house duties as well. I admire her abilities to do housely duties such as cooking and cleaning as much as she could do to help. She is and always will be my motivation. I cannot express my gratitude to her and having her by my side. I thank her for growing along with me and giving me guidance throughout everyday life and all of my life decisions. It makes me so happy and proud to see the woman she is becoming and the beautiful family she is raising. I'm so proud to be able to call Brianna my sister because at time and time, again, she always shows me what I need to be strong for, how to be strong, and why I need to be strong. She always stays positive and never gives up. She despises all the odds. I could have chosen so many other people to do my speech on, but Brianna is my #1 supporter and my best friend. She always inspires me and I'll look up to her for the rest of my life. Thank you for watching my commemorative speech.